Hi guys, a bit of an impromptu video today. I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube and lots of things on the news telling us that the market is crashing, the world is ending, and we all must act now to save our investment portfolios. And quite frankly, as a beginner, this can be really scary and you feel like you need to quickly jump on to your portfolio investing app and sell everything, get out before you lose all your money. But I'm just here today to reassure you that it's okay. That is not the case. Your money is not going to plummet and you're going to lose it all. You do not need to sell. Please do not sell. That is never a good thing to do when the market's going down. And I just wanted to log on to both my Freetrade portfolio and my Vanguard portfolio just to be transparent and show you exactly what's actually happening to my portfolios during this so-called big market crash. And also I'm just going to take a look at some of the graphs, the charts, for some of the investments that I hold to demonstrate that this really is not the end of the investing world. So without further ado, let me go on to my Vanguard portfolio first and we'll have a look at that one. And then we'll take a look at the Freetrade portfolio. But I began investing just before everything went crazy, and I felt as a beginner that I lost all my money, and that must have meant that I didn't know what I was doing. I was investing in the wrong things, I was investing incorrectly even, and I was set up to lose my money. But actually what happened is I just invested right at the peak before a dip, and before the dip that was 2020. So looking back now, I've probably got a bit of a harder stomach. Harder stomach, is that the right word? I'm a bit more, I can deal with these market crashes. What we're experiencing right now, maybe it will turn out to be a bigger crash, but right now it's just a tiny little dip. It doesn't look to be anything serious. Don't worry about it. But let's have a look at my portfolios. So I'll have a look at Vanguard first. I do portfolio updates every month on my Vanguard portfolio anyway, and it's not been long since I've done one. But this is not a portfolio update. This is literally just to show you how my portfolio is doing in this so-called bad time. And also, I'm actually going to invest some more, and we'll get onto that in a minute. So let me record my screen. As you can see here, the first thing that my eyes are drawn to is the fact that my personal rate of return is still in the positives at nearly 10%. But let's just have a look at the breakdown of my investments. Okay, so fair enough, there are some reds here, but let's just go through them one by one. So the FTSE 100 is currently in the positive, in the plus. We are up nearly £80. Doesn't sound like my investments are ending. FTSE Developed Europe, excluding the UK, we're down by 38p. FTSE Global All Cap, we're down by £11, and I'm not concerned. S&P 500, we're up by nearly £100, and the ESG Global All Cap down by 23p. If you invest in long-term investments with the intention to sell out as soon as it gets bad, then you probably will lose money because these are long-term investments. You need to be in it for the long run. And quite often, investing is all about psychology. It's about not letting your emotions rule your investing, knowing that this happens all the time. Every single week, it feels like there's a big market crash and YouTubers are telling you that you need to get out, and it's crazy. But it happens all the time, and you don't need to panic. So as you can see, my portfolio is not at zero. I'm doing okay. I'm not concerned because this actually excites me. When I see a little bit of red, when I see people telling us that the market's going down, back when I started investing, that terrified me. As soon as I started investing, like I said, everything on the news was saying the FTSE 100 is down by this amount. The S&P 500, it was going mad. We were in the red. And I was thinking, oh my God, I need to sell out quick. And I looked on my Vanguard app and I was in the red. I was losing money. I'd put 1,000 in and I was currently on £800 or something like that. I left it. And as I was told, the markets went up. Now, in hindsight, what I should have done is carried on hardcore investing during that time because I would have been getting discounts. I didn't because I didn't know that. And I was I was a little bit timid as an investor, didn't really know what to do, but I'm just glad I pat myself on the back that I held on to some investments and I didn't sell out when I saw red. And it's the same thing today. I'm currently not worried, and actually I'm excited because the S&P 500 is something that I want to invest in again, and I will carry on investing in. And because the price of it is a little bit down, that's a bargain. I will invest today into the S&P 500, and I'll get it for a lower price than I would have maybe a month ago. So before I go into that, before I do my investments, I'm going to just have a look here. This is the S&P 500 chart. Okay, if we look at a 1 day time period, we can see that we are down by 0.97%, so just under 1% today. If we look at 5 days, we're down by about just over 4%. Okay, fair enough. People are saying that we're going down. We are. The maths is there. 1 month, we are down by even less. And 6 months, we're up. So, if we look at the 6 month chart here, yeah, we're down right now here, which is a buying opportunity, if anything. But we were down here, we were down here, we were down here, we were down here. And then if we go to 5 years, 2020 happened, we were down here. All these little dips. And this is what's happening now. Look, it's just a tiny little dip. If we max it out, as investors, we can see the big dips that happened. The known dips, the dot-com crash, all of these things that we know about. The 2007, 2008 stock market crash, the 2020 crash. These, when you look at the picture, if you look at the bigger picture and you zoom out of these charts, it's only them big crashes that you can actually really see. And even then, you have to sort of squint to look at it. You cannot tell that we're currently in a dip unless you literally zoom in and hover over it. So what I'm trying to say is this doesn't matter long term. Buy if anything, but if you don't want to buy or you're not looking to buy right now, just hold your positions, let it do its thing. It will go back into the green. It's a long term game, this one. So yeah, knowing that and knowing that it's currently on a bit of a discount, I'm going to go in now and buy some more S&P 500. So let's do that whilst I'm recording my screen. I might even have it in my basket actually. Let's have a look. Yes, so I'll get rid of these two. Clear that. Let's find the S&P 500 that I invest into. It's this one here that I want, so I'm going to tick it, invest now, continue to purchase. Free my ISA, next available price. And I should be able to buy this with the money that I have in my cash, in the cash that I have on my Vanguard. So I believe, I'm just going to check. I believe that it's at about 60 something pound right now. Let me just have a look here. So £63.52 at the moment, and that is down by just under 1%. So yeah, definitely going to capitalise on this. So I'm going to put in £64 just to cover the cost in case it goes up a little bit. And yeah, I'm going to use my available cash because that will still leave me with enough money to cover any ongoing fees, and that's something really important. Make sure you have money to make sure you have available cash to cover any ongoing fees. So continue. Submit that. Accept. Yes. And my order's going through. So there you go. I have just bought more S&P 500. I'm not concerned. This is a buying opportunity, if anything, as I've demonstrated there. I just want to be transparent with you guys because I know as a beginner investor a year ago, I would have been terrified if I heard that everyone was going a bit mad. So that's my Vanguard portfolio. Now let's move on to my Freetrade portfolio. So I have that on my phone. So I'm going to record my screen and we'll have a look at that. I invest in individual stocks on my Vanguard app. I invest in index funds and ETFs on Vanguard. Naturally, individual stocks will be a little bit more volatile and you will see probably more red, but I'm still not concerned. Some of the holdings that I have on Freetrade are very volatile stocks. They are stocks that are going to go up by a lot and down by a lot. They're growth stocks, a lot of them. Long-term holdings for me, but definitely growth stocks with the likes of Tesla. So I'm going to record my screen and we'll have a look what we've got in here. Okay, so I'm not going to treat this as an update to my Freetrade portfolio. I will do one of them soon. But we can see that, yeah, we are up by £17.45. If you look back on my last Freetrade portfolio update, you will probably, I can't remember the numbers, but you will see that I was up by a lot more than that. So we've definitely got a hit. We can see here on the chart that we've gone down, and we can see a lot in red, but fair enough as well, we've got some in green. So I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but we can see that Rivian and Palantir are down by the largest percent, and Tesla's down by not too bad actually. I thought it'd be down by more with everything that's been speculated, but 2.99% Tesla's down by, so it's not too bad. We can see some of them are actually up. These Crest, Cronus and Sunlight are shares that I got through the free share affiliate program, which is now stopped, unfortunately. Freetrade are no longer letting people get free shares, which is a bit of a shame, but yep. So we can see that some of my holdings are in the red. Oh, Tesla's just gone a little bit more, a little bit further down, but some are in the green. I'm not concerned. If I wanted to buy more Tesla or any other stocks, I would probably try to do it whilst it's a bit cheaper. But let's just click on this and have a look. So in the last 1 day, Tesla's down by 3.39%. In the last 7 days, down by 3.48%. Across the month, we're actually up. And across the year, we're up. And if we max it out, if we max it out, we can see that. I'm going to record the screen on my computer actually, because it might be easier to see. Yeah, so here's Tesla. If we just look at the 1 year chart, we can just see a tiny blip, a tiny little downward trend, and this happens all the time. You can see so many spikes. Tesla is volatile. It is a growth stock. They're innovating. They're innovators. It's going to happen. If we max it out, we suddenly see that this is not a massive downhill spiral. It's not plummeted to zero. It looks okay. We're still on the upward trend over time. We're good, guys, we're good. So the point of this video was just to show that when you see news that the stock market's crashing, that all your stocks are going down, or you just log on to your platform of your platform of choice and you see you're in the red, don't panic. If everything was plummeting to zero, like literally all your stocks were going to zero, all of your index funds, all your ETFs, anything you held, crypto, everything was going to zero, I'm guessing there would be a lot bigger things to worry about than your investment portfolio. If every single company in the world and every market across the globe crashed simultaneously, I'm sure that there would be an apocalypse or a world disaster happening, in which case you probably won't be on your Freetrade app or on your Vanguard app trying to sell your stocks and sell out before you lose money. You'll probably be taking shelter. You know, there'll be something big going on. So this is not what's happening. You don't need to worry. I'm not worrying. I've bought more, as you saw today. If you have any opinions on this, or you want to share what you've been doing with your portfolio as of recently, I put out a poll actually asking if anyone's portfolio is in the red. It looks like we're all in the same boat here. We're slightly on the red, slightly down. If you've got any, if you've bought more, let me know. If you've just held on, let me know. But yeah, I just wanted to say, don't worry. Thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to be transparent with my portfolios. If you've got any suggestions on videos you want me to make, drop them in the comments. But if not, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.